welcome back to Beastly Garage, and this is the video that I probably should have just opened it up with. This is my 2012 Mustang GT, and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys basically what I've done to the car since I've had it, and hopefully I can remember everything I've done. So let's just get right into it. First of all, the first thing you're going to notice is the car is low, and it is low when I do drive it like that. No, I'm kidding. But I do get asked that question all the time, as well as anybody that's bagged. They know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the car is lowered on an airlift suspension, so that gives me that nice stance that I got there. Guess I can hit a button and raise it up. I have street scene side skirts on the car, and I also went ahead and added my own little flair with these custom carbon fiber side splitters. Yeah, what do they call it? Winglets? Winglets. I think that's the term for them. And I made these. I made that one up front just because they just didn't have anything for this particular car. And I found that was a lot for parts that I wanted. They just didn't have anything for it. So you know what I did? I went and I made it. Front bumper is also street scene. I went ahead and I added the carbon fiber splitter made by True Fiber. I did modify it slightly, so I think it fits the car a little better, and you can see, man, it fits the lines of this front bumper almost like it was made to be there. Because the front bumper is not factory, it did not have the provisions for the stock running lights, so I went ahead and I installed my own set of running lights and turn signals, as you can see there. And I did a nice little sequential. I'll get this side here because it's probably easier to see in the shade. And yeah, that was a hard project, I am not going to lie. And basically how I did that was, yep, and that's all it took. So come on. Another thing I did to this car, I wanted a grill. I wanted something a lot more open than what I had previously. I previously just had the stock grill and a whole bunch of billet bars, and I just thought it was just too messy up front. So what I did was I took the stock grill, I cut out the inserts there, and I painted the grill. This is a rattle can paint job, if you can believe it. Black and clear coat and wet sanded and polished, and it came out damn near OEM. But that's that duplicate for you. But anyway, and then I installed this grill mesh insert, and man, it turned into a one-of-a-kind piece. So that's a one-of-one grill I have here, and I think it looks damn aggressive. A little bit of more carbon fiber, which is this piece here. I'll be honest with you, I got these off of eBay. You can't beat that. I think they were like $100. The car also has a saline, what do you call those? Those are the saline, what do they call? Chevrons, hashes or something, whatever they are. That's actually one of the first things I put on the car was these. When the car was like almost stock, I just put those on because I thought it looked good. Let's go around the car some more. I bought the car. I didn't like the rear end of the car. It kind of just didn't fit what a Mustang I thought should look like. So I went ahead and I tried to order the full saline body kit. However, that was not in stock anymore. It actually has been discontinued. I did, however, secure myself the rear end, and I'm lucky I did, because it is one of the few cars that has this particular body kit. And it just sets itself apart from the rest. I mean, most people know the car just from the rear. But on top of the saline rear end, I also installed the True Fiber deck lid. And I also helped support the spoiler here with some splitter rods. And and I converted the tail lights, because this is an 1112 Mustang, so it didn't have those LED lights, and I went ahead and put these LED lights in here from a 1413 Mustang. I will admit that was one of the last things I did, because I think I don't know, it's not really worth it unless you're pretty much maxed out in mods, where I was with this car. So I'm just looking for something else to do, and it looks pretty good. So I think so, right? All right. Let's talk about the wheels. Let's go to this side where the sun's hitting. Alright, the wheels are, they were originally black, and I had them powder coated white about a year ago, and man, that just pops. I like the murdered out look, but the black on the, the white on the black, that is straight crazy. Look at that. That white on black, man. Can't we all just get along? Because this car's getting along. I also painted my calipers. No, they're not powder coated. Look at the finish on them. I mean, it's chipped because there's some close fitment here, but that finish is damn near perfect for about 4, maybe 5 years now. I painted those calipers. So that's the exterior. Let's move to the trunk. That wasn't the right button. There we go. All right, so let's take a look at the trunk. Now, being from Philly, man, I have to have some bumping sounds. I mean, it's gotta hit me. You gotta punch me in the back when I'm listening to my jams. So first thing I installed was actually, probably the first major mod I installed on this car was just a subwoofer box. I actually built that box by hand and installed it because I wanted to make sure that it actually was able to come out of the car, because this is actually not a permanent install. These side pieces come off here. I can slide this whole box out, unplug it, and have it out the car in less than 10 minutes. And that's so I could take it to the track and run it, without all that additional weight in there. I also installed the air tanks. I have two 2.5 gallon air tanks in the trunk here. They're in the spare tire well, and it fits perfectly. I mean, I also did this, everything I did here in my own garage using, basic hand tools and my own ingenuity. So let's look inside. Okay, what I did in the interior, first thing you'll see is I put aftermarket seats in. These are made by a company called Cypher. I bought these probably 2-3 years ago. At the time, this was not a popular style for Mustangs, so I had a hard time even imagining what they were going to look like, and they ended up matching the stock interior seats very well, and they fit perfect. They're now a more common type of seat that you see in these cars. I also installed a harness bar. This bar was black originally, and I went ahead and did my rattle can thing up and painted that bar to match the white wheels, just for a little added color. Another thing that I installed in here a long time ago, probably first couple of months, was this aftermarket carbon fiber dash kit. It's not the best, but man, it's held up. It looks good. I don't think they sell the kit anymore like that. It's probably the closest carbon fiber replica you can get, because it's glossy and has that more 3D look to it. You can see here I mounted my airlift control, and then that moves us over to, I'm gonna slide in here. And if you bring the camera around here, you'll see that I also installed a aftermarket stereo and heating AC control unit. This is by Scosche. However, I went a little further and modified the top area that used to have that little screen there that all Mustangs have, and I modified it.
Mustang GT ready.
Okay, she's ready, so we can go. But before I was rudely interrupted, I installed these 3 gauges here, and man, they came out perfect. That was my first time working with not carbon fiber, what do you use, fiberglass and Bondo and everything. That was like a week-long project. At a certain point I was thinking I I shouldn't have done it, and I destroyed at the time, a $350 setup here. And however, it ended up turning out nice, and I'm really happy with it. It is probably the only one I've seen like it. So again, any little thing I could do just to make my car stand out from the rest, I do, because you know Mustangs are a dime a dozen. And let's see, what else do we do in this car? Oh, and most people probably won't even notice or nor care, but I did remove the stock gauge cluster and replace it with the premium setup. And that's because my car was a base model GT. It didn't come with leather. It didn't come with you know, none of the premium features. It had the crappy steering wheel, the plastic steering wheel, so I got that off for GT Premium. I took the gauge cluster out. It's all functioning. And I believe that's it for the inside. Alright, so this is the most important part of the Mustang. This is the most important part of any Mustang. What's under the hood? And that is the VMP 2.3 liter supercharger. The car, I bought their kit basically when they first started producing a kit for the 5.0 Coyote Mustangs, and it is a damn good kit. I installed this kit by myself in a weekend. I pulled the car into the garage with 400 crank horsepower, and I pulled it out 2 days later with probably 680 crank horsepower. So that's insane. It makes 600 to the wheels. Man, and it's a blast to drive. As far as exhaust, I have stock, pretty much everything. Stock catalytic converter, stock manifold, stock mid pipe. The only thing I did was at the very back of the exhaust, I did remove the mufflers, installed axle muffler deletes, and some custom tailpipes. That is basically that. Oh, I didn't talk about my hood. I do have a Cervini's hood. It is called the heat exchanger hood, and I picked this hood. Why did I pick this hood? Because it was not a cowl hood. Not that I don't like cowl hoods. I just think they're on every other Mustang, every other modified Mustang. So I just picked this hood because I didn't see it on any other cars at the time, and you still don't see it too often on these cars. And I think it's a really overlooked hood. It looks really good. It's sleek. It fits the lines of the car nicely. It's not really, what would you say? It's not really functional because it doesn't really extract any heat from where it's at, because the radiator actually is not right there. It's actually like up here somewhere. So yeah, it doesn't really function too well. However, it looks really good, and for my purposes, that's all that matters really. And that's basically it. So this is it. This is my 2012 Mustang GT, aka Beastly GT. And if you have any questions about anything that I've shown you about this car, or something you want me to explain more, hey, be sure to put it in the comments. I will give you most of my secrets, not all of them, because it is a Mustang and I do want to try to keep my car a little bit unique, so you can't blame me for that, right? So if you like this video, or if you want to see more like this, please just go ahead and like and subscribe. And yeah, that's it. See you next time.